Hello folks and welcome to the Movie Mad channel and my continued collection. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what's after 5 you say? Surely it's shelf 6. But no, not in my collection. My next one is when is a shelf? Not a shelf. When there's no shelf there. So these bookcases basically were for DVDs, and that being the case, I modified them so they fit Blu-rays better. And that being the case, there wasn't enough shelves to go all the way down. So the plan was to use the top, on this one, top 5 or 5 shelves for Blu-rays, and then I'd put my DVD box sets in it. But over the years, my DVD box sets have dwindled and there's no more Blu-rays in there, so there's sort of like a ramshackle mixture of shelves. So this one here, there's just not enough space to get a shelf in, so there is no shelf. They're just resting on top of a shelf full. And say with the little alignment bit, I've got a full section over here, and then the other ones are lying sideways. So without further ado, we'll go through the shelf that's not a shelf. So we'll start off with classic World War II. Memphis Belle. Great movie. Absolutely great movie. We'll then go on to George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg in A Perfect Storm. Another great movie. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about this one. I actually bought this. Wanted to watch it. I don't know why I wanted to watch it, but I went onto eBay and I bought this on DVD, or what I thought was a DVD. I don't know if my wife remembers this, but when it came, it wasn't a DVD. It was a video. And at that time in the 2000s, none of us had video. Well, 2009, 2010, none of us had any video players anymore. So I gave the video copy to the only person that I knew that still had a video set up. Granny. My granny. Yep. And so we gave her that one, and then years later, I purchased it from the entertainment store. But I've watched it quite a few times. I'm not a. I don't want to say I'm not a fan of streaming, because that's not true. I use streaming, okay, and if it's on, Perfect Storm's on a streaming service or something like that, then I'll watch it there. And that's probably why the disc is still sealed. But that doesn't mean I don't want it. So for example, if it does get removed from the streaming service, I've got it right there. So I think I got it when the entertainment store were doing 3 for 2 on Blu-rays, that's $7.99 each. So that's why I think I picked up these 3. And I picked up Memphis Belle, Perfect Storm, and Supergirl, Helen Slater, and Peter O'Toole. I just realised that she's the same girl from Secret of My Success with Michael J. Fox, which is one of my good movies that I like. So there we go. Next one we have is Chariots of Fire. We then have Baby Driver. We then have Halloween, the remake. Then I have a Disney one on Stranger Tides. I think I got this on Amazon, and I picked it up because I wanted the new Disney slipcover for it, because it was excellent. So I think I picked it up for £2. Then we have, in the wrong order, Tron Legacy and the original Tron. Now, everybody didn't. I don't think a lot of people didn't like Tron Legacy, but I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. And actually, if you look under the slipcover of this one, it's actually a different version than the slipcover actually came with, because I've got the 3D in there. So the 3D had I think had a different slipcover, or not as good a one. So I put Tron Legacy and the 3D disc in there, or this came with it, and I kept the nice slipcover because it looks good. And the last one, can't remember where I got this from, but it's The Mummy. This must have been a charity shop find. So, this shelf that's not a shelf, to be honest with you, is usually where I put things that I haven't decided on yet, or I haven't put away into the collection, or just random storage. For example, so if you have a look at the first thing, you can see the no one at the bottom. Now I've actually got that on 4K, but I don't think the 4K includes the Blu-ray. That's a lie. It does include the Blu-ray, but because this is an American release, focus camera. Because this is an American release, the Blu-ray is the Region 1 locked one. So I haven't got rid of my Blu-ray copy because I am actually intending it to somehow get in the 4K case. Next there we have the German version of Outbreak. Now I haven't checked if that one's in English like the last time. Let's have a little look. Please be in English, please be in English. Stop unfocusing, camera. This isn't a shelf by shelf, this is me peeling a sticker off to see if this has got English audio. Yes, it does, thank God. Classic disaster virus movie, Outbreak on Blu-ray. Because these are sideways, this is a little bit more awkward. Tell you what, I was going to say let's take a column down and then move them along, but we'll just do it this way. Just move them along a bit so I can get my hand in. Right, so what have we got here? Battleship, which everybody, well, not everybody, a lot of people dislike. I think it's fun. I'm pretty sure I've got the 4K now with this. And again, that's why it's probably there, because I just haven't decided to get rid of it yet. There'll be a reason that I haven't got rid of it. Well, a strange, unlogical reason, but there you go. Also got Africa, Eye to the Unknown. Roy sent me BBC documentary. Oh, my charity shop find, which was the Hammer House of Horror Scream of Fear Australian release. Focus, camera, focus. We've then got Undergods. I haven't watched this yet, but it does look right up my street. Got to realise I've not put it in front of the camera. Then we have Pulse, which I have watched, which is one of the Arrow releases, and I thought it was reasonably good. Basically about electricity trying to murder people. Then the next couple up the top here, these were put on the Movie Mad Facebook page by Neil Hill. They were going for £3.50 each. They were releases from America, but Neil had checked them out, and whatever ones he put up would play anywhere, so they're region free. And they were at £3.50, and I bought one, and then I got an email because I was watching them on eBay. They all went down to £2.63. So to be honest with you, I bought 5 of them. It cost me like £10 or £12, and I got 5 movies, which I've not seen. So V.I. Warshaw, Kathleen Turner, My Father, My Hero with Gerard Depardieu and Katherine Heigl. Autofocus again, come on camera. So we'll move over and we'll start at the top of this one, because that's got a couple of those movies there as well, and the wrong way around as usual. And that was Another Stakeout and Disorganized Crime. Next ones we have here in the pile. Greenberg, I don't think I've watched this one yet, with Ben Stiller and Jennifer Jason Leigh. It's quite hard to do this when it's not the right way around, so sorry if you're not seeing it. A random series of Mad Men, Series 3. A picked this up in the charity shop and I wasn't sure I was going to keep it. And that was Phantom of the Opera. It's Royal Albert Hall was like the actual show. No, it's the actual show. This one here is a Michael Caine and Jude Law one. I can't remember what the English name for this one is. Perhaps if you see it you can help me out. I think Larry sent me that one and I've not got to it yet. Synchronicity, that's another good one I really want to get to. Maybe I should stop making chef videos and watch them. But there we go, yeah. And Roy sent me that one, he really enjoys this one. It's East is East and it's got West is West. I also then have... Oh, this is the one that Larry sent me. I'm pretty sure he sent me this one. And that is The Island with Michael Caine. This is supposed to be an absolute classic. So, yeah. Looking forward to that one. And another Ray Winston one, which is Hot Potato. So let's move along a little bit. Move along. Here we are. Almost see the bottom of that pile, but you can't quite. So let's move you down a little bit. There we are. Now you can't see the top. That's okay. So, next one in the pile is Problem Child. I haven't seen this, and this was sent to me by the DVD and movie collector, William. So thank you very much for that. We then have one that I picked up off. Again, somebody put on the Movie Mad Facebook page. It might have been Roy. Probably was Roy. I think it was. And he said that this, or it could have been Neil, and it was down cheap in price on Amazon, and that's The Descent. And I'd just recently bought The Descent Part 2. And you would think that my wife would like this one. But look who made it. It says from the makers of Dog Soldiers. Yeah. And this one here is actually one I got in the charity shop, and it's the Dam Busters, and that is actually should be going off to Larry, and I completely forgot about that, so sorry Larry. I will pop that in an envelope. Then we have Forgetting Sarah Marshall with Arlene's favourite, Russell Crowe.
I like Russell Crowe.
You said you didn't like him. No, Russell Crowe. The other Russell that you don't like, Brandt.
Can't stand the man. Absolutely.
I was like when you said that, I was like, that's no that.
Russell Crowe, perfect. Russell Brandt, keep his name at the source.
He's right there. Look. So yeah. I thought I was going crazy there when I said that. Right, then we have another great charity shop find, which is Black Rain with Michael Douglas. I think I'll move back. If I move back a bit, you'll see the other shelf, and that sort of ruins your surprise of the other ones, don't we? Then we have Rush Hour 3. Again, another charity shop find. Night of the Creeps. In charity shop. I said I never find that much in the charity shops, but I did used to find a lot in the charity shops, just not much recently. Another Chris Pine and Denzel Washington one. This should be on the Denzel Washington shelf, shouldn't it? Unstoppable. I really like this movie.
That's what it's saying, isn't it?
Yeah. True story. True story. That one. Taking the stickers off. Right. Next, as you can see, is Star Trek, the 2009 reboot with Chris Pine, and I kept that one from the charity shop because it's got 3 discs in it compared to my other one, which only had 2. So there must be something extra special on it. So yes, a nice 3-discer there of Star Trek. That was actually, when that first came out, there was a friend at work of mine, his name was Robert, and he had managed to get, well, I think he had a trailer or a clip of the first shots of that movie when the, what's the name of the ship? The one that his dad's in charge of. How did I not know that? The Kelvin. The Kelvin was getting attacked right at the start of that movie, and the visual shots on that I thought was excellent. So that really impressed me. That 2009 Star Trek movie is really good. That was a really good reboot. Next one with, well, they're not on this shelf, so we'll talk about them another time. And finally, over here we have the last pile, and we have one of those other ones that I got from £2.66 at Region Free, and that's Tom Selleck in An Innocent Man. We have the 13th Floor, which I recently picked up. Got to be careful where I put stuff on my shelves now if I'm filming shelf by shelf videos, because they'll change, won't they? We have the other one I picked up at the charity shop, To Catch a Thief, with Cary Grant and Grace Kelly. We have Banshee chapter that I put on, but I just couldn't get into it and turned it off. But that doesn't mean it's not good. Maybe it's just my mood or what was happening. Next one we have, come on, focus, is the Bean movie. I haven't seen it. I was actually going to trade it in. It's still sitting there. Julia's Eyes. The Italian Job, the remake, with Mark Wahlberg. We also have The Blue Lamp, which was another good charity shop pickup for £2, vintage classics. And can I get the sticker off? No. Then we have the final two, which is Rush Hour, the original, and Rush Hour 2, which I do not believe is out on Blu-ray in the UK. And again, I found that in a charity shop, so that was pretty lucky. So, I'm sitting on the floor here doing this. I've got pins and needles in my leg. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand up. Yeah, I know. So I'm going to put these all back, I'm going to stop filming, and I'm going to leave you to it. And what a mixture on that shelf, what a mixture. So the shelf that's not a shelf. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have got any thoughts on the movies and you're enjoying this series, then let me know. And we're going to be moving down to the next shelf. And because I've moved a lot of stuff out of the way to film this, it'll probably be quite soon. But no, if I can't stand up because I've got pins and needles. So enjoy this one. Hope you've enjoyed it anyway, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.